Hey y'all, welcome back to our weekend wind down. I think this is the 5th week we've done this. 4th or 5th week. So
I've lost track, to be honest with you. It
It's
just
all the
seems
same.
like it just is normal at this point. It's just what we do on Sundays. So if you can't make it this week, check us out next week. We're always here starting at 5. And harassing people as we do.
So stay tuned. Last week we did red flag or deal breaker. This week we're going to be asking some Hinge prompts. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have some good content for you.
And let us know your favorite Hinge prompt in the comments.
Yes, absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers.
Go where?
Mike, the producer, tell us your biggest date fail.
My biggest date fail. I got catfished on MySpace.
I'm sorry, what?
Catfished. When I
On
was
MySpace?
Yes, last year. No. I was 14 or 15 in high school, and this very, very attractive blonde chick on MySpace. Very excited. I'm like, hey, let's go see a movie or something. So I'm inside the theater, entrance, and she calls me, and she's like, she calls me, and she's like, hey, I'm walking up, and there's nobody else walking up. I see 2 people coming, and I'm like, I don't see you anywhere. She's like, oh, I'm wearing a pink hoodie, and I see somebody with a pink hoodie. I'm like, I don't see you. I'm like, I think you're at the wrong theater. She's like, no, I'm walking in right now. So completely not her, just completely different person. So I'm being I'm shocked at this moment. I don't know how to react. She has a friend with her as well who has some kind of disability. I don't know what was wrong, but it was me and these 2 girls. So we sit down in the theater, and I don't know how to handle the situation, so I'm just not really talking to her. And
Watch the Heat game.
ultimately, I didn't talk to her the entire movie, and she starts crying in the middle of the movie because I don't know what to do. So I suffered through this entire 2-hour movie, and then we go to leave, and I didn't have a car. I was 14 or 15. So I asked her mom to drop me off at a house party afterwards. And, it's been 15 years.
Yeah, you've been holding this grudge for a long time.
Decades. It's been decades.
I don't think we're going to see each other again.
You never know. I think MySpace is coming back.
Could.
What is your biggest date fail?
My biggest date fail would definitely be when I went to a restaurant with a Hinge date, and he was just basically telling me about all the calories and the food we're about to eat. It was amazing, and I loved it. It's exactly what I wanted from a date.
How many calories are in a tortilla chip?
I don't know, but apparently there are a lot. But it was okay because he worked out earlier that day, so he could eat the tortilla chips and salsa.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
Marie, what is the dorkiest thing about you?
I mean, there's a lot of dorky things about me, but I think recently it would be that I'm binge watching documentaries about witches.
Are you looking to get into witchcraft?
I mean, I've always been a witch. My biggest date fail.
I went on a date with a guy, and I couldn't remember what he looked like, even though I met him out the night before. And then even the second and third date, I still couldn't remember what he looked like. He just wasn't that memorable. Not my problem.
How did you make it to 3 dates without being able to remember what he looked like?
He just kept asking me out, and towards the end, I couldn't, I had to have somebody else point him out because I'm like, what does he look like again? I can't remember.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, not sorry.
Everybody's worst nightmare.
Not mine. I'm like, okay, free food.
All right, so what is your biggest date fail?
Okay, so I was supposed to meet this guy at a spin class. It was going to be our first date. We had been talking about it, going back and forth for a week or 2. And I got the great idea to rollerblade over there. And so I'm a little bit late, so I'm just trying to get there. I'm rollerblading as fast as I can, going straight down a hill. And then from a distance, I hear this guy and this girl just yelling at each other. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm like, okay, whatever. I got to get to this date. And then all of a sudden this car pulls out. literally, I have to like swerve. I go sliding into the street. I got cut up. This was very recent, you guys. I got cut up. I fell off my rollerblades, and I decided to get up. I kept going. Got to the spin class. He walks in. He was like, "Are we still doing this? Like, look at you. Like, what's going on?" And I was like, "Well, yeah. I mean, we gotta go to spin."
I mean, you made it that far.
I mean, yeah, I was like, I already got here. Like, might as well like go on this date. Anyways, ended up being the worst spin class in my life. I couldn't do a single thing. My arm kept falling. My knees were hurting. Blood was everywhere. So, needless to say, it was a really bad date.
Jesus. Are you going to see him again?
You know, maybe. If he's okay with, you know, cuts and bruises. Hopefully.
All right, Michelle, what's your biggest date fail?
I would say, especially most recently, my biggest date fail was when I rescheduled dinner plans 3 times with someone on a Sunday, and then I still showed up late, and I had come from the lake, so I showed up looking like a river rat. I got ghosted after that one, so I'd consider it a fail.
So, moral of the story, the only Sunday date spot is Wanderlust for weekend wine down.
That is true, yeah. If you want to see me on a Sunday, it's at Wanderlust Wine Company.